It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Giants and the Raiders coming up next.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 95 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, they stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone throwing today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. Quick move by Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And bringing them out is a player who's a dual-threat quarterback who started 4 years at Louisville, and that's Malik Cunningham.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Throwing Jones.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here comes Abdullah on the return.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Here's Cunningham.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Raiders at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 10.
Cunningham. He's got his man. It's White. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Now Cunningham.
That one complete to Trey Tucker.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Cunningham looking to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll go up the middle with White. He gets away from 1. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Now Cunningham.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. White. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. On the right side, this is Miller. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 7-7, our score after 1.
2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Cunningham. And that is is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Throwing on third and long. Cunningham. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a give to Wayne. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin with a run by Miller. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Miller.
And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payout they were looking for.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And they will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover, because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll try the right side here with White
to about the 35, 2nd down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That'll throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The star tight end Darren Waller out in front as this offense returns to the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Oh,
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
First down, here's White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Cunningham. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones now on 1st and 10. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now Jones. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They start to drive with White. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Jones on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Jones. He's got the hook up to Miller. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Cunningham. He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They run straight ahead here with White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5. Cunningham. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He'll let this go for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And New York set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Jones.
They set up the screen to Miller.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Tyree Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Wilson showing there that he has a chance to be an incredible pass rusher and still only scratching the surface of his potential. It's all about bringing him along right and helping him grow early in his career.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones. Underneath for Miller. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Bulldozes past him.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So out come the Raiders.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive and that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a give to White.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Cunningham looking to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
inside handoff. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Cunningham. It's caught here by Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharpe, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now back to the ground game with White.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point on the throw. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now Jones and the Giants down 21-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Jones. Pass complete to Robinson.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Jones.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Jones.
Steps away to his left. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Jones throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Here's Jones to throw.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
Now Cunningham. gets home as down he goes. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Byron Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again.
Tyree Wilson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
They'll go up the middle with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Cunningham to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Now Cunningham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Raiders escape with a victory. So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for